Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Today could be another landmark day in the battle against the coronavirus. A second vaccine could receive emergency use authorization as early as today. Plus, the clock is ticking for lawmakers to make a deal on a new coronavirus relief package. We'll have the very latest from the nation's capital. But first, a lifelong Detroit public servant is gone. The community is mourning the loss of Wayne County Sheriff Benny Napoleon. And that does top our news this noon. So many heavy hearts all across the metro area and the entire state. Benny Napoleon died last night after battling COVID-19 for a month in the hospital. This afternoon, condolences are coming in from state and local leaders that work with Sheriff Napoleon, respected him and loved him and called him a friend. Here's Local 4's Rod Maloney with more.
Benny Napoleon won re-election back on November 3rd, a very happy guy. 10 days later, he tested negative for COVID, thought everything was fine. 4 days later, he tested positive and went into Henry Ford Hospital and then spent much of that time on a ventilator. He passed last night. He will be remembered as one public servant that many people really deeply cared about. 65-year-old Benny Napoleon spent most of his adult life serving Detroit. He started as a regular Detroit beat cop at age 18, showed early promise as former Detroit Police Chief Ike McKinnon, who served as boss and mentor.
Number one, he was smart, and he listened to not only to me, but to other people, and he wanted to make a difference. I think the other part of it, too, is he's the son of a minister, and he just didn't see, to me, young people who listened as much as he did.
Napoleon went on to night school, got his undergrad degree and his law degree. Over time, he worked his way up to police chief, serving for 3 years during the Archer administration, in all having spent 25 years with DPD. Napoleon went from there to become the assistant Wayne County executive and then was appointed Wayne County sheriff in 2009. Still, Napoleon had larger political aspirations. In 2013, he ran for Detroit mayor. His opponent, Mike Duggan, who eventually won the race as a write-in candidate. Last night, Mayor Duggan said this in a statement of Benny, quote, "I'm shocked and saddened at the loss of one of our city's greatest public servants and native sons, Benny Napoleon. I cannot think of a leader in this town who has been more loved and admired than Benny," end quote. Ike McKinnon feels it very personally, as Benny was the godfather to one of his children.
We're poor because we lost a great person, a great public servant, a great family person. I mean, that was number one for Ben, his family.
Making this doubly difficult for Wayne County, the pro tem, the deputy leader of the county commission, Jewel Ware, died recently, and they buried her this morning. In Detroit, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Rod, thank you. So much sadness and heartbreak right now over this. So much reaction coming out from those who knew and loved him and worked with him, reflecting on the life of Benny Napoleon and the impact he had on them and this community. We spoke to former Detroit Mayor Dennis Archer, who appointed him to Detroit's police chief, and he shared the impact of Napoleon's legacy.
You didn't have to say Napoleon. All you do is say Benny, and everybody knew exactly who you were talking about. He's going to really be missed. I resent that COVID-19 took a great man, an outstanding father to his daughter, who he loved so much, and the men and women that he worked with.
And our thoughts are with all of them, his family and also his colleagues that are all mourning his loss, including longtime friend and Wayne County Executive Warren Evans, who spoke about their friendship and work relationship.
Known each other a long time, all of my adult life anyway. And it's always been a great relationship. I mean, he's the kind of person you'd like to be around. He's the kind of person you'd like to go to war with, have on your side. And he's the kind of person that you'd like to sit at the table and solve a problem with. He just had that personality.
He was. was an awesome human being that will be dearly missed by so many people. We do have more reaction on his life and legacy. You can read about it, view it, learn more about him and his impact on so many of us on our website at clickondetroit.com. Moving to other news this noon, the FDA is working quickly to authorize Moderna's coronavirus vaccine for emergency use. In a statement by the FDA commissioner, which says that the agency has informed the sponsor that it will rapidly work towards finalization and issuance of the EUA. Now, the statement also says that the FDA has notified both the CDC and Operation Warp Speed so that they can execute their plans for distribution. This comes a day after that independent panel of experts to the FDA voted overwhelmingly to recommend emergency use for the Moderna vaccine. And let's get more from Tom Costello.
A good day from Washington. So the vice president today receiving that Pfizer vaccine along with his wife, really in a demonstration of confidence in the vaccine process. That comes the same day that we expect the FDA now will move very quickly on authorizing the Moderna vaccine. Now, yesterday, this outside FDA advisory panel recommended that the FDA go ahead and emergency issue authorization for the Moderna vaccine. It's thought to be just as effective as the Pfizer vaccine, and in fact, the government has already ordered 200 million doses. The first 6 million of those Moderna doses will roll out next week as more Pfizer vaccine doses roll out as well. One concern has been some states are complaining that the amount of vaccine that they are supposed to be receiving next week has been cut. Now, the federal government, the Trump administration, says that's not true, that in fact the doses will be spread out across the week. But some states are saying, no, our doses, the volume of our doses is down by 30%. Nonetheless, now, as we go into the end of the year, some 20 million Americans are hopefully going to have been vaccinated by December 31st, and then the pace picks up into the new year. Much more throughout the day on NBC News. I'm Tom Costello in Washington. Back to you.
All right, Tom, thank you. Now here at home in Michigan, Governor Whitmer is going to be updating the state's response to the pandemic this afternoon. The news briefing is taking place at 1:30 today, and we will have it for you live right here on Local 4 and also on clickondetroit.com. The state is currently under that pause that placed stricter COVID-19 regulations on restaurants, schools, bars, gyms, but that order is actually scheduled to expire this Sunday. Yesterday, the state reported over 4,000 new cases in a single day and also reported 190 additional deaths, including 125 from a review of vital records. We expect updated COVID-19 positive case numbers over the past 24 hours this afternoon. It is crunch time in Washington, and it looks like lawmakers will be working through the weekend to save small businesses and get money in the pockets of struggling Americans. Tracy Potts is covering this for us this noon from Washington with the very latest on the COVID financial relief and the government shutdown deadline.
For millions of Americans devastated by COVID-19 losing benefits just after Christmas, lawmakers promise help is on the way.
We're going to stay right here, until we're finished, even if that means working through the weekend, which is highly likely.
We're very close to an agreement, but the details really matter.
Details on $900 billion to help small businesses and extend unemployment. 885,000 Americans filed for the first time last week.
To be honest, I've run out of what I'm going to do next.
There's $600 for every eligible adult. Not everyone wants that.
What could be dumber as an idea to print up money we don't have?
This emergency relief includes millions to distribute vaccines. Vice President and Mrs. Pence and the Surgeon General got their shots this morning.
Make no mistake about it. It's a medical miracle.
The FDA could approve a second vaccine today.
I would anticipate, Savannah, that we likely will see shots in the arm by the very early part of next week. I would hope Monday or Tuesday.
As the U.S. hits another day of record cases.
I think by next Christmas we'll be close to normal.
President-elect Joe Biden on The Late Show last night urging Americans to hold out one more year. Midnight tonight is the deadline to prevent a government shutdown. That's when funding runs out. Lawmakers will likely today extend that a few more days through the weekend to try to get both government funding and COVID relief done. Tracy Potts, NBC News.
Tracy, thank you. Closer to home, the state Senate is expected to pass a COVID-19 relief bill today. And details are pretty sketchy right now, very thin. What we do know is that there's more than $215 million in COVID relief, but maybe less than $300 million, so somewhere in the middle of there. Originally, Governor Whitmer actually asked for $100 million in state funds to offset the pandemic. Lawmakers also voted on Thursday to continue to freeze water shutoffs amid the pandemic as well. 3 of the men charged in the plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer are set to face a judge. Pete Musico, also Paul Ballar, and Joseph Morrison are charged with providing material support for planned acts of terrorism. We will keep you posted on what happens in court today. Also keeping you posted on what's happening outside today as we check in with meteorologist Brandon Rue with a look at our Friday and weekend forecast. How are we looking?
Happy Friday, Rhonda. Happy weekend, and perfectly a little midday sunshine out there really helps as we get set for a weekend that's got a little bit of everything. And today we're just setting the stage around Metro Detroit. Temperatures, as we look live here in Ann Arbor, 32 at Metro Airport, 29 there in Ann Arbor, 31 Lapeer and Monroe. Light south wind, but it does create a little nip, a little wind chill. Middle 20s is what it feels like for most of us. You can see temperatures trying to rise into those middle upper 30s. We are going to get a little more cloud cover coming and going, so that will stabilize us right there around 36 degrees. Couple of waves of clouds here, and we are tracking a little trouble off to our west. Coming up, we will be talking about your weekend, a little rain, snow. Monday is the official start of winter with flakes, and Rhonda, a storm Christmas Eve coming up.
Well, that's good timing, especially if it's snow. We'll find out. Still to come, the fallout continues after the French president tests positive for COVID-19. Next at noon, we'll have an update on his condition and plans for mass vaccinations throughout Europe.